Oh, my contact lenses are going blurry. Ugh. Hi! I feel like this room is gradually getting more echoey as I clear more things out of it. Anyway, hi! Let me move the mirror out the way. It's just there. So today we're going to do a classic makeup tutorial. Just sitting down, getting ready with you guys. I thought I would do like a everyday glowy look, but like kind of like for winter. So it's like my kind of winter makeup routine, I suppose. So this is obviously the look that I've done, and I've used like quite a few like faves as well, especially like with complexion, like the foundation, primer and things like that. I've just got some goods here. So if you just want to see how I did this look, have a little chat with me as always, relax and enjoy the video. Alright, let's get started. Grab your beverage. So we're gonna start with skin. So we're keeping it kind of naturalish because it's kind of like a glowy everyday makeup kind of thing, but like for like winter time. So we still want a bit of a glow, but we still want it to be, you know, good coverage and just wintry basically. For face primer, I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me moisturizing primer. So I've been using this a lot, to be honest. I do really like this. It's pretty much like a moisturizer consistency, and this has SPF 30 in it as well, which is great. Okay, so that's primer all done. Then I'm gonna go in with my Hollywood Flawless filter. This is one that I like to use just kind of like around the perimeters of my face. This is the 5.5 shade, just kind of like this area. And I've got my freshly washed brushes. So I'm gonna blend that out with a Luxie large angled brush. See how that blends out like into like nothing? Like it looks very intense when you put it on like that, and then this is how it blends out. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Eaze drop. This one I use in the shade 10. I'm going to use my nice clean Love Is the foundation brush. I put too much on. Finally got my hands on this after so long. It has honestly been so long since I been like trying to get my shade, because literally shade 10 has been sold out for literally months. Why are there screaming children outside? Like, this is the good thing. The only thing that I miss about like the pandemic being so bad, none of the kids were playing outside. Now I can hear them all. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I have the shade Medium Warm. If you know the story about this, then you're a good one, because I kept getting the wrong shade. Like I literally bought this same shade twice. Like it's just a tiny bit too warm, I'd say, like just slightly. I have several breakouts, so we're gonna try and use my Real Techniques buffing brush. It's not the buffing brush, it's scratched off. I don't know the name, but I don't think you can get this anymore, but it came in like a set. Yeah, I think I just don't use this concealer that often because I keep thinking that obviously the shade is just a bit too yellow. I know a lot of people do like this concealer, but I don't think it's got as much coverage like as people make it out to have. Like people think that this is literally full coverage. It's really not for me. I'd say it's medium, but like I can still see like my dark circles underneath. I've just realized that like this is gonna look so plain. It's gonna look just very sterile. I apologize, but there's a lot of changes going on at the moment, so this is just gonna be empty now. So as we can see, the skin's looking very nice and glowy, very hydrated, but we've still kind of got some good coverage there. That's what I really like about the Fenty Eaze drops. So is this actually a skin tint? Yeah, it is. It's a blurring skin tint, so it's not actually classed as a foundation. I really like this. Alright, so before I powder my under eyes, I am just going to do my cream blush. So I'm going to be using an e.l.f. Putty blush. This is the shade. They don't have the shade names on them, so I think this is Tahiti if I remember correctly. But I'll leave it in the description box anyway because I'm not sure, it doesn't say it, so I'll have to look it up. Look at all my nice clean brushes. So I'm going to use a Colourpop F5 brush. I'm going to powder my under eyes, but I'm actually not going to use a loose powder today. I'm going to use I've never actually used this to powder my under eye, so I don't know how this is going to go because I know it isn't an under eye setting powder. A bit of a blast from the past. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and this is in the shade Luminous Light. It's one of the lighter shades that they have, but I'm going to use it like I usually use like my normal loose powders. Use my little Real Techniques sponge and then just swipe it on like that and pop it underneath, because like look at the glow that it's given. It's like, obviously it is ambient lighting powder. I don't know how setting wise it's gonna go because I am literally pressing it under my concealer where I put down that concealer, but we'll see, because obviously I do want like a glowy look. That looks so nice under the eyes. Okay, I don't know whether to do like a bit of the eyes and then we can like finish the face off afterwards. So I'm gonna prime first, and I've been enjoying mixing my two primers together. So of course we have the e.l.f. Shadowlock, the PLouise eyeshadow base, and this one is in the shade 4, which is slightly too deep for me, so I'd probably go down a shade next time. Oh, has anyone heard about BH Cosmetics? I think I like saw somewhere that like they filed for like bankruptcy. Like that is so sad. Like they are such a good brand. That is really sad. So if there's anything from BH that you have had your eye on for a while or that you've been considering getting, get it, because I think they should be doing like sales on stuff. So I think if they do like a sale on like Beauty Bay or something like that, I'll probably get some more brushes just because like they're so good for like the money. Okay, so for eyeshadow we're keeping it super simple. I'm actually just going to use two e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow sticks. So these are the two that I'm going to be using. So we have this one, which is in the shade Champagne Crystal, the shade Spotlight, which is from their Electric Mood. So this is, I've forgotten the name, that's Champagne Crystal, that's the lighter one, and then we've got Spotlight there. I'm gonna try Champagne Crystal first. I might actually just use one because I don't want too much on the eyes. Like I said, we're keeping it very minimum. That looks so nice. I don't know why I'm acting surprised, like I literally used this yesterday. So easy to use and these honestly last forever. Alright, so I just had to change 2 camera batteries because just both of them were dead. Great. So that is the lid pretty much done. I might just blend a bit of a colour out in the crease. I'm just going to take a shade from the Mandalorian palette. Just this one here, which just going to tightline with a black eyeliner. For mascara, I'm going to use the Colourpop Act Natural Mascara. This is so good. I really like this. I thought it was actually going to be like a lot thinner than like it actually is. And I didn't think it was going to volumize like the lashes as much, but this is so good. It's probably comparable to the Fenty mascara, I'd say. Like that, you can just see the difference. Alright, so that's the eyes pretty much all done, just very nice and simple. So just to finish off the face, for bronzer I'm going to use an old fave of mine. This is from the brand BBold and it's their contour kit. So they have a highlight in here, they have like this contour shade that's way too light for me. The highlight is very nice but it's too deep for me. The bronzer is where it's at. This is just one of my favourites ever. I just always forget because I keep kind of like my palettes, or I used to keep like my palettes in like a separate drawer to my normal bronzers. So now I've put them together, I'll remember to use this. And the kit actually comes with a really good brush as well. So this is their BBold brush and I'm just going to use that for it. So it's kind of like a baked formula. So it gives you a really nice glow. And it's like the perfect shade for me. It's just nice and warm. And I love using this in the summer as well. It's kind of like Milani baked blush vibes. For blush, just to kind of go over and just kind of set like the cream blush that I put on, I'm going to use one of my favourite powdered blushes. This is from the Disney designer collection, and this is Kissin' a Frog, and that's what it looks like. It can work for like any skin tone, seriously, but I think that like the deeper your complexion, I feel like the nicer this is going to look on your skin because of like the mauvey undertone that it's got to it. Like it'll look so nice on deep skin. I can see it. We're going to set the face, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mist and Set setting spray. I finally ran out of the other e.l.f. one. So, lip liner, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked 2. For gloss, I'm not going to do lipstick today, we're actually going to go in with the gloss. So I'm going to use the Colourpop and RawKristi Beauty lip gloss in the shade Wildflower. This is the finished look. Alright, so that is everything done. So let me know what you think. This is just like, it's just like a go-to, I think. Just very nice, healthy, like glowy look, and I think it is just nice and it's just nice for winter, right? I've never actually tried that lip liner with this gloss before, and I am a fan. So yeah, that is it for the video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me as always. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Let me know any other videos you want me to do. And oh, if anyone's getting anything from the Rare Beauty website, not the website, but from Space NK, let me know what you're gonna order. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.